We're joined by Fred Teng. He's the president of the America-China Public Affairs Institute. Fred, what do you make of the timing of the phone call to President Xi just a day before Shinzo Abe met with Trump in Washington?
Well, I think they're really two separate cases. If strategically on the U.S. side, if they do not want to China feel slighted and as a result place this phone call, I think that's a plus for China. But in reality, I think that both sides of the diplomatic sides have been working very hard to help the relationship. And I think Secretary Tillerson's confirmation also helped this process.
Trade expected to be a major topic with Shinzo Abe. Where do you see those discussions going with Trump's decision to pull out of TPP? A reporter at the news conference today asked Shinzo Abe, do you believe this was a mistake? He really tried to give a diplomatic answer and did not go into it.
I think the TPP, whether it's President Trump or if Hillary Clinton wins, it's probably going to be non-existent. Whatever there will be in terms of any trade pact will be a different one under a different name, maybe similar in nature, but it will be different. It will be good if China can be part of that from the get-go so that there will become a successful trade agreement rather than something that looks like taking sides.
What is China thinking? What are they looking for when they see when they listen to this news conference and when they see this meeting between Shinzo Abe and Donald Trump and the comments the men had to make today?
I think China is working on its own. They will be looking forward for the two leaders to meet sometime this year, probably in a third country rather than in a respective country, even though they invited each other. I think that for China and United States, there are two issues. One is security, the other is trade. On the security, there's a regional security, there's terrorism security, as well as cybersecurity. Those are the three major areas they can really do a lot of cooperation. On the trade is basically for respective country, import, export, and investments. And again, there are a lot of issues that they can work together to benefit each other. And so it's a much bigger and complex issue than just the TPP or in terms of Japan and United States relations.
Fred, what about this phone call to President Xi Jinping from Donald Trump? How significant was this phone call, considering what Trump had to say, and considering the tough rhetoric we've heard time after time again from Donald Trump when it comes to China?
Okay, so first on the campaign rhetoric, when Donald Trump, I remember he said one time during his campaign, say, when I meet President Obama, the first thing I'm going to say to him is that you are fired. So when he became president-elect, when he met with President Obama, the first thing he said is, Mr. President, it's an honor to meet you. So this is the campaign and being a president.
But Fred, he has made comments after becoming president.
I think that in terms of this phone call is really setting the stage about one China policy. And in one China policy, some of the China experts were calling them a bargaining chip. Actually, one China policy is the whole bargaining table. Without one China policy, there would not be any negotiation or any bargaining between the two countries. This is a standard set between United States and China. It's China's standard diplomatic standard for all the relationship that they have with 200 somewhat countries in terms of their diplomatic relations. So this is something that is in 2 weeks, we're going to have the 45th anniversary of the Shanghai Communique. Again, that is the basis of the relationship. And so when people say this is a bargaining chip, they were wrong.
Let me talk about the relationship. Obviously, okay. Trump already has a rapport with Shinzo Abe. It's safe to say he's still developing that relationship with Xi Jinping. Can these two men build a relationship based on trust and mutual respect as well as cooperation?
I would say that many people have not seen the charming side of Donald Trump yet. He's a businessman. We have seen the tough side of him during the campaign, but he hasn't shown his charm yet. And when he wants to, I think he can do a very good job.
All right, we'll leave it there. Fred Teng, thank you as always.
Okay.